TA Lady come with you with the latest cryptocurrency news and market updates. So Bitcoin right now is at $47,579. It is in a rising wedge, and this is the 4-hour chart. One thing to pay attention to is you got this bearish divergence here, and you see you had a little bit play with it, but it's a 4-hour chart. So you're still getting a MACD bullish cross here. So to really find out the bigger picture, you can go to the daily time frames, even larger than that as well. So as I've been talking about those Fibonacci retracement levels, as you see this pullback on the daily chart, it hit that 0.5 and then bounced from there. Overall, this has been in a bullish trend. It's a bull market right now. You'll keep having higher lows, higher highs. So that's how you know. So that is your update on Bitcoin, as well as you can check the Bitcoin down minutes chart. So you can compare these two things. You know where money's flowing in, if it's flowing into Bitcoin or if it's flowing into altcoins, to know if to put your money more into Bitcoin or altcoins. So this is your 4-hour chart, which you have overall a downtrend, which actually right here you have a head and shoulders. So if you look, you have your shoulder, head, shoulder. So you're right here at this line. You want to make sure if it crosses, which that candle is right on that line, you may see some more downside in the Bitcoin dominance, which just means money's flowing then into altcoins. So let's go ahead and zoom out on the daily chart here, and you have this downtrend. So you can draw your trend lines on it, and you want to make sure you have 2 to 3 touches. This is an old trend line, so I'm going to update it here. And you can set an alert for if it breaks out. Then you know, okay, money is flowing into Bitcoin. But so far, you're staying in this pattern until it breaks one way or another. So that's how to know. And then you have your total 2, which is your altcoins. So just as Bitcoin was coming down, the Bitcoin dominance chart's coming down because money's flowing in altcoins, which this is the total 2. You see money is increasing. This is the 4-hour chart. Your lower lows keep getting higher. Your higher highs keep getting higher. So it continues on an uptrend bull market. So when it's bullish, that is a great time to be taking action of the market. Look at all these green candles in a row. Yes, there may be some pullbacks. That's completely natural because you're having so many green candles, but it's the market overall right now is so bullish. It's doing great. I hope you guys are having a blast with it and making money off of it. So I'm going to go ahead and go into some of the cryptocurrency news, because if you pair your charts with your news, that's going to help you overall be more successful. All right, I love it. So more institutions, more businesses are utilizing cryptocurrency. So Uber now is considering accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. So as more and more companies utilize cryptocurrency, Bitcoin as payments, it's going to become more mainstream. Here's news on the SWFT blockchain. They are now looking to launch the new X aggregator, which an aggregator just allows you to find the best prices. So that's news on that coin, which this was huge. BitPay adds Apple Pay support for its prepaid Mastercard. So if you haven't heard, Mastercard is now giving the option where people can pay with cryptocurrency, and now they're talking about Apple Wallet adding for Bitcoin payments. And as you guys listen to YouTube, see the news, I'm sure you've seen all these crazy bullish estimates of Bitcoin. They're now calling for $100,000 Bitcoin, which can it happen? Yes, I think it definitely can. But one thing that this article backs it up by is the stable coin. So 1 billion in stable coins are on the sideline, which that is like your USDT pairs, your USDC. Those are your dollar, right? So it's your US dollar. And a lot of people, when they onboard money, that's where it goes first, and then they go into Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin, the news, all the stuff that's pumping the news, more money flows into the market. So a lot of money is still on the sidelines. So they're saying over $1 billion is still on the sidelines. So as more people come in, which has been seen from past years, as more money flows in, that helps the market increase. So that's why the market right now also is looking so good. Could the 1 billion stablecoin drive Bitcoin to this incredible target within 2 months? Don't necessarily know about 2 months, but it depends on if the people start moving those monies into your Bitcoin or your altcoins, which you can tell that by looking at those Bitcoin dominance charts, the altcoin, and checking also your USDT pair market caps. And more amazing news here. So your first commercial bank in the US is now allowing customers to buy Bitcoin at ATM locations. You can now buy Bitcoin at ATM locations, US banks. So amazing to see. It's now coming into the making, guys. So if you're not in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin yet and you're wanting to learn about it, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'll keep you up to date on everything. And this one is the Blue Ridge Bank. So this is actually in Virginia. And right now they have 19 ATM locations since this news just came out. So amazing to see. But let's go ahead and get you guys into some chart setups. I'll show you some great ones that are going on. So when Bitcoin has these pullbacks or when the market's starting to go down, people are freaking out. Remember, that is your buying opportunity. Do the opposite what the herd is doing and you'll start to be successful. You'll see that from time to time. They're great buying opportunities because the market's going to recorrect. It's a bullish market right now. Yes, the market always changes and you have to learn how to adapt to that. So by subscribing, I'll definitely keep you up to date with the market. But Sushi is an amazing coin here, and it just continues to have, look at parabolic moves, literally since January. It continues to be on the upside, and this is the daily chart, and your stochastic RSI just crossed bullish not too long ago. Your RSI here, it is still an oversold area. So until it crosses the 70 line, it can stay pegged up here for quite a bit. You don't have a MACD cross, so that's amazing to see. So you can go to the lower time frames too, and you can see on these kind of pullbacks too, those could be great buying opportunities. So on that pullback right here, you can see that your RSI here was in oversold territory. So those are good buying opportunities. So pay attention to Sushi. IDEX is another one. So this is the IDEX BTC pair. So you have to pay attention if Bitcoin pumps or not. Bitcoin's moving sideways, your BTC pairs do pretty well. But as you see, your moving addresses on the daily are all about to cross. So that is a positive sign. Your stochastic here is looking good as well. So IDEX is a great one to watch because as you see, it's been in this sideways accumulation a little bit, and as these cross, when the price action goes above the moving averages, that's when you're more in a bullish area for that coin. And then Cody USDT, they have a huge, they're so great at news, so definitely keep this on your radar. But you see this huge cup here? It broke out of that. Right? So you got this rounded bottom. Those are key to pay attention to. Look at that upside. So typically your targets are going to be the distance between the length of the bottom of the cup up to the top. And look at that is pretty much identical as well for where it hit. So just be paying attention to pullbacks because those are going to be your buying opportunities to get in. This already had some great upside, and this is on the daily chart. So if we'll go to a 4-hour chart, you see it still keeps climbing. But the news for Cody is amazing. So let me share with you this. So March 31st is when they have a lot of news. So I put that on your calendar. But they have February 28th, they have staking 3.0 launch. And then March 31st, they have debit card bank account coming out. They have exchange license, their mainnet launch, and their ledger. Their ad pay on the Shelly mainnet, and those are all March 31st. So with this news, it's going to help pump the market, okay? And yes, a lot of coins have been pumping, so I hope you guys have been getting in on this. If you haven't gotten in on some Storage USDT, this has that rounded bottom that I was just talking about. So see how it has this large rounded bottom? Broke out a little bit, but it still could potentially have some more movement. So that's one to pay attention to as well. And then OMG, so I gave you this setup when it was in this falling wedge, and it broke out. But now if you go ahead and clear up the chart, so once it breaks out, that pattern is no longer valid. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear up this chart because it already broke out. And so you can kind of look at it differently as well. And what you'll see is you're having a rounded bottom here, right? Rounded bottom. So you would take that distance to find your target, which looks like almost identical to this resistance line of 979. So good upside for OMG. That's another great one to watch out for. But those are some of the charts, the latest cryptocurrency news and the market. I hope you guys are having a great day. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe, like the video, comment below, and looking forward to seeing you guys on the next one.